What is your name and what college did you attend?
My name is Darrence Phillips, and I attended Texas Southern University.
Where are you from?
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay. What is a HBCU in your perspective?
Basically, it's a historically black college and university, and in my perspective, what a HBCU is that it's a melting pot for many different backgrounds and different people to come in, go to college, learn different type of activities, meet new people, of course, learn their discipline, whether it's management, business management, whether it's sports management, accounting, law. It's basically a place where you can just meet a lot of people and network and learn how to be successful in society.
What do you think is important about HBCUs?
It teaches discipline, number one. It teaches great historical education, number two, and many different diverse things that you can want to learn and you can learn. HBCUs are very diverse. Again, you meet a lot of people and you just learn a lot of things that will, again, make you successful in life, and you can come back and teach other people younger than you, mentor to other students that may be attending Texas Southern University, and maybe even advise and encourage, especially our black youth, to go to college.
How do HBCUs compare to other universities?
That's a hard question, because since I've only been to an HBCU, I haven't been to any other type of college before, and that's where I started from, and that's where I ended up at. And being comparable, I just think it's just its own culture. A HBCU have versus your traditional colleges or universities that repeat that question one more time for me so I can keep my thought.
How do you HBCUs compare to other universities?
Okay. Again, I think it teaches you culture, and it gives you a different aspect of what others went through and dealt with, and it gives you a foundation of how you can succeed and be successful, and again, teach others or mentor to others, to be successful, endure the trials and tribulations, and I just say be successful. I really just think you can, you'll be more successful, and learning how to deal with different people.
What made you choose to go to Texas Southern University?
Actually, I was not going to go to college. My best friend asked me to go to college. I was just going to stay at home in Fort Worth with my mom and go to a trade school or something like that in Fort Worth. But he persuaded me to come to college. I ended up enjoying college, being successful in college, and it changed my life. Had I not went to college, Lord knows what I would have been doing right now. I wasn't a mischievous person, but I don't know. I think it would have been a little bit harder for me to obtain jobs and be successful. But again, I never did thought about going to college. My best friend went, and the crazy part about it is that my best friend started with me, but didn't end up like me. My best friend dropped out of college, and I ended up graduating.
What did you study?
Business management. I started out in accounting, but I then went to business management.
Who would you identify as important teachers, role models, or significant figures you encountered?
Okay, role models, teachers, professors. Um, let's start off with some of my role models. I was very heavily into the organizations such as UPC, the SGA, and we did a whole lot of things together. We traveled together, we learned together, we fussed, we fought, we did a whole lot of things. But all of that contributed to a better understanding of life, actually. And some of the professors, if I can remember their names, I'm trying to think. Tony Buggs, he was an accounting professor at Jesse H. Jones. He mentored me a lot. Um, I'm trying to remember some names. Beverly Caldwell, she was with the student services. She mentored me a whole lot and made me understand a whole lot of things. Also Beverly Arthur. Some of those that are behind the scenes really did inspire me as well. I had so many professors, I just really can't think of their names. I'm trying to think of one that he's still there. I just cannot think of his name right now. But it's just really different professors. And if we can come back to that question, maybe I can identify with some more names.
Okay. How did Texas Southern prepare you for where you are now?
Patience. When we came in, Texas Southern, I can't say they was in turmoil because I really didn't know, but what we went through, it was really, really rigorous, trying to get into the TSU, trying to stay into TSU, started trying to stay out of trouble. It just prepared me for life and being manageable and doing the things that I needed to do, putting my priorities first to actually get out of college, because I was one of those that started out with a great high GPA, 3.66, but in the middle, went down to a 1.5, and then said, what in the world am I doing? Why am I here if I'm not going to get my education? So it eventually went up to back to about a 3, and 3.0. And then I actually, I graduated, not with honors, but I just graduated, I did what I needed to do, and I became successful, and I'm proud of myself.
What memories stick out most? Were there any significant moments in U.S. history that you recall experiencing while you were at TSU?
I'm trying to remember those moments. I can't remember the particular things, but I did in '98 pledge Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, and that was one of the things that really changed my life as well. I met a lot of great older guys, younger guys that mentored me through college as well, and that's where I learned a lot of my networking and business skills as well. And there in the fraternity, you meet a lot of different people. We go on outings, we go on road trips, and we meet a lot of totally different people, and they're great people. And again, you get to network.
Describe campus then compared to what it is like now.
Campus then, it was full of youth in and out of school. The campus then that was actually things come in spurts. You got high points, you have low points. And when I came in, I think college was like really at its highest at that time, especially for young black men and women. And the yard was great. The yard was great. We had fun. We did our work. We went to class. We had fun. Again, I think a big key point is meeting a lot of people. Meeting a lot of people. And but it was rough. It was rough to get in it though. And sustain yourself. You got to learn how to sustain yourself and make the right choices. Because there was a lot of people who went to TSU, but there was a lot of them that did not finish TSU. And I said to myself that I was going to finish. I said it takes a man to get into TSU, but it takes a real man to get out of TSU with a degree. So it's just staying steadfast, praying, and doing what you have to do while you're there and doing the right thing.
Well, that concludes our interview. Thank you for your time, Mr. Darrence Phillips.
Thank you very much.